display working. My little display thing that I normally... There we go. Right, let's get everything back up to normal here. There we go. Excellent. Right, my sources area. So, welcome one, welcome all to the final episode of GMW of 2020. And it's the final episode before next week's season finale. Living for the Glory is next week, 2 nights, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will explain what I'm doing tomorrow during the show as well. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the penultimate show of the #1 E-Fed wrestling promotion on the internet. Find me a better promotion than this promotion right here. No offense to Jiggy the Pooh, who does VMR, even though he doesn't consider himself an E-Fed. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't no circus. Hell, it ain't even Christmas yet. This is GMW. This is Gamesmatter Wrestling. Let's do it. Beautiful intro in there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and whoever else is watching this as well. Welcome to another installment, and the final installment of GMW of 2020, ladies and gents. GMW episode will return as scheduled January 5th. And also, I'm planning some GMW stuff for Facebook too. I'll work on that over Christmas. Anyway, Tag Team Main Event, and tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is all about Living for the Glory. Tag Team Main Event, GMW versus AEW. Orange Cassidy and John Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion, team up to face the Big Amish and OJJ. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, are you in for a treat? Oh. And Big Amish with that prime sub. Yes, indeedy. I appreciate you. Soon to be world champion. Well, If you're not going to be the world champion next week, to be fair, I hope you do win the title, because you do deserve it. Like I say, you've been the MVP of this season anyway. But if you're not going to be the world champion, at least you're walking out here with a belt. At least you got some gold around that waist or that shoulder of yours or whatever it is as well. Apologies, my Mix It Up app is playing up as usual. Do you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be using this Mix It Up app anymore. I've got some things to change on that. And I'm not going on the Mix It Up Discord thing to explain the reasons and that. From them talking to them is like talking to a wall. But, yeah, just give it time and it'll work. Right. As you know, Cam Martin and Killer will go one-on-one. There you go. Better than never. That's what I said. For making things better. Face facts. 'Cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whomever. Yeah. How appropriate that was played with this first match that's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. But before that, little reminder, ladies and gentlemen, as well. It is next week, as you see, but that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Because next week, next Tuesday, because it is going to be December 5th, night 1 is December 15th, next Tuesday will be the one and final match between me and this prick, Azrael. It is the final encounter. No matter what happens, it ends. There'll be no more matches with me and Azrael after this. We're done. Okay? It is the end. Okay? I will even write my contract. Even if he wins and goes on to be world champion, I will not be able to have a world championship match should I want one if he's the world champion. We are done after this. End of. Goodbye. If Azrael wins, he becomes or he gets a championship opportunity. Okay? And that means I will probably hand make him his own. So Big Amish, if you win the world title, you might meet this guy. So if he wins, I will personally make him his own, the Azrael Money in the Bank briefcase. And I'll stick the contract in there. And he can cash that motherfucker in anytime he wants, no matter where it is. I don't care how he does it. He can do what he wants with it. That's if he beats me. But, as it says on the bottom there, if he loses, he's fired from GMW. So hopefully when there was season, I'm guessing it's season 4. Season 4 returns in January 5th. He may not be here. GMW could be an Azrael free zone, and the only time you'll get to see Azrael is on that Chaos show on the Friday on LCW. So, yeah. Because I don't want him here anymore. I'm done with this clown. He's drove me up the wall since season 1 of LCW, since this whole thing started to begin with, well before there even was a GMW. He's been a pain in my ass ever since, and I'm done with him. I want him out of my life. So part 2 is the plan. I've already got rid of part 1, and that was the anarchists, or the anapricks. I'm done with them. So hopefully he doesn't get what he deserved. He doesn't get what he wants. Loco, what's up? So hopefully he doesn't get that world title opportunity. Otherwise that's going to give me a bigger headache than anything. So, that's going to give me a huge headache. Azrael, GMW World Heavyweight Champion. The thought of that makes me puke. Him winning the him winning the LCW tag team titles made me vomit. But nothing can make me more vomit than him being GMW World Champion. Yeah. Good grief. God, that made me sick. But I have to beat him. That's the thing. I have to beat him. The last time I had a title around my waist, though, I was the hardcore champion. He didn't win. So, with that being said, let's kick this off. Ashton Jules one-on-one with Vota. That's right, Vota. A man who was once hated in GMW. And if you go on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia, you will know he was hated as well. Once upon a time, he was very much hated here in GMW. Because I have put some old videos, classic stuff up there as well. And he was very much hated in GMW at once upon a time. But he came back as a hired help from me and gave Azrael the biggest headache he's ever had in his life at one point, even though he lost to him when he first matched back. But he managed to do what I asked him to do, and that's give Azrael a headache. Not that he needs any help. But, yeah. And he's back in GMW. And my boys, like I said, they made their return at Undead Nightmare. I'm talking about the Eaton Brothers, the UK Collective. And on their first night back, they won the tag belts. And now they've got the tag team titles again, after beating Maximum Carlos and Punishment Martinez on Tuesday on Dynamite. Now I'm going to teach this guy right here, Mr. Ashton Jules, a little bit of respect. Godfather style. Yeah? How about that? And I'm going to explain why I'm doing this. Okay? And Loco, I want you to take notes on this since you're a mod. OJJ knows about this. Okay? OJJ knows about this because I kind of whispered him it the other day. You see, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, speak of the devil. So yes, I will explain the reason why I'm attacking Mr. Jules. Even though I've got bigger fish to fry, if you know what I mean. As well. The reason why I'm attacking Mr. Jules. Even though he's beating me at the moment. Ow. That's fine. Yeah. Excellent. There you go. Beat the piss out of him. There we go. And bust him open too. That's even better. The reason why I just did that there, and Loco, and like I say, OJJ, Loyal Son, knows about this as well, What you've got to understand with this, and it's not just with me as well, it's with Loco, because he does LCW. And I'm going to explain this right now, while this is taking place as well. Because I'm about to call out Azrael, because I got a little surprise for him later on in the show. He ain't going to like it, trust me. Not that I give a shit. Tonight, what you've got to understand is this. Ashton Jules was meant to be a jobber, according to his creator. And his creator has been coming in pretty much pissing and moaning, quite frankly. Or he's come across that he's pissing and moaning, that he's not on the card. And like I say, look, OJJ knows what I'm talking about. So, while this is loading up, let me explain this. What you've got to understand is this. If you are consistent here in GMW, in wins and losses and everything, you might get good things. You might get championship matches like Big Amish has done now, because he's now the new World Television Champion. He's paid his dues here in GMW. Loco paid his dues. He's been World Champion many, many times. I've lost count. Same with OJJ. Many, many times, lost count as well. Num v Num. Drex paid his dues. You know, he's walking around with the hardcore title, and he's about to defend that hardcore title next week at Living for the Glory against Adrian Webb. You know, what you've got to have to do is this. I am sick and tired of people coming in here who are coming on the roster pissing and moaning that they're not on the card. There is a reason that you're not on the card. Okay? If you want it, like I say, you don't get nothing handed here in GMW. You earn your stripes. And what you've got to understand is this. Respect the fact that I'm the booker around here. Okay? Yes, I wrestle, but I don't put myself in zillions and zillions of world championship matches and everything like that. I'm about an even playing field here in GMW. That's why I do this. Even playing field. And I keep it interactive as well, because I want everybody who has this game, who has a character, you want to be a part of this, come and get it. Doors always open. But what you've got to understand is this. I appreciate the fact that I run the shizzo. Okay? I run the show. If you're not on the card, that means A, you're not booked, or B, I ain't got a story for you, or an angle for you, or whatever. Okay? If you've got something for me, message me. Okay? I'm not a mind reader. If you've got something for me that might get your character noticed, okay? Message me. Yeah, message me. Hit me up in the DMs, whether it's on Discord, whether it's on Twitch and the Whispers. I don't give a shit. Okay? Hit me up. Okay? I am not a fucking mind reader. Don't be coming into my chat going, oh, well, you're not in the card and everything. Shut the fuck up. Okay? If you don't like it, let me know. I'll fire your character and you can go. You know? I'm not afraid to fire people or ban people. I've got my mods to do that. My mods have got my back to do that. But I've already, like I say, OJJ knows who I'm talking about. Loyal son. He knows who I'm talking about. Okay? And I'm fed up with it all. I do this for a reason. You want to be on the show? You want to be consistent? Fine. You earn your stripes. If you're not on the show, there's a reason for it. Okay? Because your character ain't doing the thing. Okay? Your character ain't doing the thing, if you will. Yes. It seems that way, Loco, to be honest with you. But I've got no problem firing somebody. I've done it before. And I'm not afraid to do it again. I hope to do it next week with Azrael. Okay? I hope to do it next week with Azrael. God help me. But I'm not going to put up with it. Okay? Either respect the fact that I run the show, that I book the matches. If I've got a storyline in mind, and you're not involved, you're not involved. Okay? Like I say, if you have an idea for your character, don't be afraid to hit me up. Whisper me it. You know, Jason Blade, what's his name? The guy's character. He hooked me up. You know, he came in my DMs and had this idea and everything, and I went with it because it was actually a good idea. Don't be afraid to do that. If you want your character to feature regularly here on GMW, then feel free to come up with some ideas yourself. Okay? Like I say, I'm not a fucking mind reader. I book the matches, and what I've done since Dirty Deeds is I've been booking the show. I'm getting fed up with people coming in here pissing and moaning. Okay? And like I say, I've let Loco know and OJJ know. He knows what to do. I don't care if he gets timed out. He knows who he is. But I'm sick and tired of it. Respect the fact that I'm the boss, or get the fuck out. Now, I'm going to shut this back on quickly. Damn intro. Right. Well, it's Amish, and he'll probably appreciate that. Right. This prick. Like I say, I'm not afraid to fire people. And I hope to do it to this twat next week. As well. Because as far as I'm concerned, you can go and rot in the Chaos Show for all I care. But no matter what happens next week, on night 1 of GMW, the main event, the title match versus Career, no matter what happens after it, I'm done with Azrael. There'll be no more Azrael matches. Should he, God willing, should he go on to win the world title next week in the new season, if he earns the victory over me, should he go on to win the world championship, I will, even if I wanted to go to challenge for my world title, the GMW world title, I can't do it if he's the champion. That's the deal. Okay? But hopefully when this season returns in January, on January 5th, when the new season starts, the season premiere, which will be January 5th of the new season, hopefully it'll be an Azrael free zone. Hopefully. Please God, let that happen, let me tell you. And like I say, I've got some matches lined up for night 1. Maybe a few as well for night 2. But like I say, guys, please respect the fact that I'm the booker. If you have an idea for your character, let me know. Okay? Let me know. If you want to be a part of this, if you have an Xbox, hook me up on social media. Send me the formula of how you created your character, and I'll create it, and you can be on here. Did it for the Big Amish. Did it for Ashton Jules as well. You know, did it for the Big Amish as well. Hell, I even created my own Vota and Andrew and Gary Eaton, believe it or not, because I look back at my old videos as well. So, like I say, don't be afraid to do that. But if you have a PS4 or PlayStation, hashtag GMW, upload your character to Community Creations, let me know, and I'll download it. Like I say, it is what it is. Please, it is what it is. But like I say, I do this for a reason, not to have another fang, okay? Because Psycho Boy took it seriously once. This is not meant to be a serious thing. Yes, we have fun. Yes, we rival. It's all about rivalries and everything like that. But it's all about fun at the end of the day. This is why I do this for. Fun. Man. Jesus Christ. See, I can't go one promo with this guy without getting into a brawl. You all notice that? I can't go one promo without getting into a brawl with this jerk. That's why this guy, I just had a brawl there beating up Ashton Jules. Now I have to, oh God. Yeah. Yeah, he was born that way. Like I say, no matter where he is or whatever, you know, he'll never be on this channel again. That I can assure you. He'll never be on this channel again. So you got nothing to worry about. You'll never be on this channel. I mean, I still can't get over that. I still think about that DM he sent me every time I think about the guy. You know, as far as I'm concerned right now, he's probably playing with his invisible friends. Right. True. True. You're not wrong. Should be banned from Twitch altogether, but we know he's not. That's a flapjack. And that's an old Big Show move by... as we all got tangled up in the ropes there. There you go. And hey, jackass, you're wrestling tonight, so you better get up and get backstage and clean yourself off, because you've pissed me off for the last time, Azrael. Tonight, in the co-main event, you will wrestle. Yes, you can have a nice little warm-up match before I kick your ass next week. It's going to be you going up against your old cronies. That's right. It's going to be you in a handicap match against Mass Terror and Colby Jordan later tonight. Yeah. Let's see you have some fun with that, you jackass. Anyway, moving on. I'll leave them. I'll feed him to his old buddies. They can beat him up later on. Right, Mr. Cam Martin and Mr. Killer. Now, at the moment right now, Cam Martin is the #1 contender for the television championship. However, he ain't going to get that title shot. Because at Living for the Glory, the television title will not be on the line, unfortunately. Well, it's not unfortunate because the man who's now wearing it deserves it, and that's Big Amish. Because Big Amish is going to be busy challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship at Living for the Glory, a spot that he rightfully earned. And he has the opportunity to make history at Living for the Glory. He has the opportunity to leave this season with not only the television title, but the World Heavyweight Championship. And give me a huge headache over Christmas what to do. But it's well deserved. He's finally, at the third attempt, he finally destroyed Killer and won the television title. This match was going to be at Living for the Glory for the TV belt should Killer retained on Tuesday. But he didn't. He pretty much got destroyed. Amish pissed Amish off for the last time and beat him. So at the third attempt, he became television champion. Big Amish. So what I've decided to do is have Cam Martin defend that #1 contendership at Living for the Glory Night 1. Because at Living for the Glory Night 1, it will be a triple threat match. And Loco's going to love this as well. It will be a triple threat match. And the winner of that will be the #1 contender for the television championship. Okay? Will be the #1 contender for the television title. And we'll probably get that championship match against the TV champion on the season premiere on January 5th. The match is going to have triple threat. It will be Cam Martin, Killer, and the third member, Ray Wolf. That's right. Cam Martin, Ray Wolf, and Killer. Triple threat match. The winner of that on night 1, it's already been booked, night 1 of Living for the Glory next Tuesday. Whoever wins goes to January 5th. January 5th for a television title shot. And we'll get a championship match on the season premiere of GMW, which takes place January 5th as well. So, there you go. So, Ray Wolf, because Ray Wolf and Cam Martin have been beefing. Ray's beaten him once. Cam's beaten him 3 times. Pretty much demolished him on Tuesday on GMW, on Dynamite. But I'm going to give them an opportunity, fair opportunity. Triple threat match. Cam Martin, Ray Wolf, Killer. Whoever wins goes to January 5th, season premiere, and gets a television championship match against the Big Amish as well. We'll wrestle the Big Amish January 5th, probably. If he's still the television champion, which he probably is likely to be. Because he's not defending the television title tonight, because tonight he's in the main event. Because tonight's main event is GMW pretty much GMW versus AEW. It is Orange Cassidy and John Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up to face OJJ and the television champion Big Amish tonight. That is your main event. Also, Loco is going to call out Hulk Hogan, because at Living for the Glory, it will be Hulk Hogan one-on-one with Loco Joe. Yes, you heard correct. Loco Joe versus Hulk Hogan at Living for the Glory as well. So there you go. Big matches are coming up. That's why I'm doing this 2 nights, because I want to get everybody, at least give people a fair share, fair opportunity. There's a lot of people that are not going to be on the Living for the Glory show. There's probably a lot of people not going to be on it because they don't deserve to be on it. I can name you one person right now, Colleen Masters. I was disappointed with her on Tuesday. And even if she's going to be on the Living for the Glory card, whether it's night 1 or night 2, she's probably going to be on the undercard, which is a shame, because I kind of hoped that she would win on Tuesday, and if she'd have won on Tuesday, it would have been Lady J and Colleen Masters, because I kind of wanted to see Lady J go one-on-one with Colleen Masters. But yeah, I might even fire it, to be honest with you, Loco. You know, season 4 may not have Colleen Masters. Because she disappointed me on Tuesday. You know, she's got into the habit of making mistakes. You know, capitalizing, dominating performances, putting on great matches, but not capitalizing on the opportunities. I might even just fire her. I'll have to wait and see. But Cam Martin now with Killer, the now former television champion Killer. Cam Martin, who has been a hot prospect since coming here to GMW. He's had some good matches with Loco. Pretty much dominated Ray Wolf as well. And his first night in, he beat a former 2-time world champion in Tuberman his first night. But Tuberman got his revenge as well. Tuberman is in a 4-man battle royal later tonight for an opportunity to go to Living for the Glory for the tag team belts. How long has the Hardcore title been defended for? How long has the Hardcore Championship been in here in GMW? It's been on and off. No, on and off. I had it in 2K19, but considering how Hardcore matches were so poor in 2K19, they didn't really have, they weren't really using weapons that much in 2K19. I decided to take it off. But I brought it back this year because they actually do use weapons, or they can use weapons on occasions. Not all the time, but they do use weapons as well. So I decided to bring it back for this season when 2K20 came out as well. I thought I'll bring it back. Fuck it. You know? So. And also next season as well, the King of the Ring will be back. So Tuberman will have to give up that championship he's walking around with. And somebody else will be wearing it next season as well. Yes, the King of the Ring will be back next season. I'd like to change the name though. Instead of calling it King of the Ring, I'd like to come up with a new name for it, but either way. You know, I could call it the King of GMW, but that's just too corny for me. But that did help. But Tuberman winning the King of the Ring this season. Tuberman winning the King of the Ring this season did help him become World Heavyweight Champion. It'll be interesting to see next season who gets that opportunity. Because whoever wins the King of the Ring goes on to feel the heat to face the world champion, which the Feel the Heat pay-per-view is SummerSlam pay-per-view as well. These two will be hoping to be in the championship, the world title picture next season as well. Yes, Killer will be back next season, and also Mr. Cam Martin will be returning next season as well. Because like I said, these two have been impressive this season, especially Killer. Say what you want to about Killer, he has been impressive. That was the Hammerlock DDT. That is a cover, and he just kicked out. I've got big things planned for next season as well, and hopefully it'll be an Azrael free zone. Hopefully. That's a stunner. That is a cover. Do you know what I'm going to do from now on? Next season, that referee will not be here. That bald black referee that I had on Tuesday, that's a horrible way of saying it, but you know what I mean. The black referee on Tuesday, the black lad that I had on Tuesday, the bald one, he's going to be the new referee for next season. That's an F5, by the way. I didn't want to say that without sounding racist, but you know what I mean. He's going for another F5. 1, 2... And he just kicked out, well, 2 F5s there, pretty much. Cam Martin. Like I said, I knew this would be a good match. If Killer had retained the television title, I know this would have been a good match for the Living for the Glory show, but pretty much Killer got his ass kicked on Tuesday. Let's call it as we see it. Let's call it as it is. Killer got his ass whooped on Tuesday. That's why he's no longer the television title champion, and Big Amish is. Big Amish literally handed Killer his ass on Tuesday in that Hell in a Cell match. Like I say, it'll be Killer, Cam Martin, and Ray Wolf in a triple threat match. Whoever wins that will get first crack at the television title, and we'll probably get that championship match January 5th on the season premiere. Yo, Crow. That's a Hammerlock DDT. Killer being smart. 1, 2. And for now, Killer has advantage going into next week's triple threat match. And I give Killer credit there. He bounced back after getting his ass handed to him on Tuesday by Big Amish. Yes, Big Amish is the new television champion. Killer is no longer the television champion. It's going good, man. It's going good. Can't complain. How's it going with you? Hope all is well your end, sir. So yes, Cam Martin, Killer, Ray Wolf next Tuesday or Thursday. It's probably going to be Tuesday. And the winner gets first crack at the television title on January 5th. That's right. So it's basically a triple threat match next week for the number 1 contender. Oh, that sucks. Get well soon. Also, like I said, night 1. I think I'm going to put it for night 1. It will be, I might even put it for night 2. Either way, I don't know. I have to balance the roster out, the card out a little bit. But it will be Drex defending the Hardcore Championship against Adrian Webb. That's right, Adrian Webb will challenge Drex next week for the Hardcore title as well. So that's going to be a good match as well, based on what happened on Tuesday. Right up, them. Right up. Like I said, I've got a long way to go in this episode. That was only this. That was the first wrestling match of the evening, even though it's the second match of the card. I ended up beating up Ashton Jules earlier on. So, I had to beat him up. Sorry, guys, I had to beat him up. Teach him a lesson, if you will. Or teach his creator a little lesson. If he doesn't like it, Boo fucking who. Right. Four-way dance women's match. Right? It is I was about to say Ashley Cole, but that's a footballer, not a wrestler. Alicia Cole, or soccer player if you're in America. Alicia Cole, Mercedes, Bianca Fish, and Amanda Drake. The winner of this match wrestles Lady J at Living for the Glory for the women's title. If it has to be Amanda Drake again, it has to be Amanda Drake again. If it's Mercedes, it's Mercedes. I don't care. But one of these guys, one of these girls will wrestle next week Lady J for the women's championship. Lady J's got a well-earned night off. Amanda Drake is pissed. So don't expect Amanda Drake. So don't be surprised if Amanda Drake wins this match tonight. She is pissed after what happened on Tuesday. And she wants that belt back. You know, and even Mercedes is upset with her as well. Because obviously she didn't want Lady J at any cost to be the women's champion. Yes, Amanda Drake did beat Lady J at the pay-per-view. You know, and Mercedes, and with that win, Amanda Drake, Mercedes ended up getting back in the women's title picture. But the celebration was long-lived because Lady J beat Amanda Drake on Tuesday on Dynamite. And like I say, Amanda Drake is pissed. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't have done it, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's what started the beef. That's what started the feud with Lady J and Amanda Drake to begin with. That power driver off the apron. That's what started it. And Lady J finished it on Tuesday. She might have to do it again, though, at Living for the Glory.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match.
False count anyway, by the way. It is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match with yada yada yada. So yes, from this going forward, right, I see fit. If you come into my chat and get timed out, there's a reason for it. And my mods, going forward, have my authority to time out anybody they see fit to A, disrespect me, B, piss about, or whatever. Don't be afraid to hit that timeout button, or even the ban button for that matter, mainly the ban button. Like I said, negative shit's not welcome on this channel. So, like I said, don't be afraid to do that. So, yeah. Me too. Agree with that. Now, Bianca Fish, the vice captain of the Undisputed Era, who may get a facelift next season, as well. Just let me do this. Move that up here. There we go. Appreciate it. What you say? I don't care who it is. Like I said, don't be afraid to do that. No matter who you are, whether you're in all the time or not. If you're not in, I'll take care of it. But when you're in, don't be afraid to use it. Anyway, Bianca Fish, vice captain, looking to do what her boss, Cody Masters, couldn't do. Speaking of bosses, he's a former boss.
And from Panama City, Florida, the boss.
Yeah. Yeah. And the facelift might be at the expense of Colleen at the rate she's going. Because she might not even be back next season. I might have to look for another lead. I hate to say it, even though Colleen's been my inaugural GMW World Champion, or Women's Champion for that matter. She's been the GMW Women's Champion. She was the inaugural Women's Champion. I don't know about you, but recently, coming towards the end, she's turned into Jackhammer. Remember Jackhammer? One season he was a laughingstock here in GMW, and the next season he came in as a sawed-off monster. You know, as the monster I wanted him to be. Because he was getting championship matches. He couldn't get a title match if you paid him the minimum wage in the previous season. And then the new season came in and he changed. That's what... That season when he was the laughingstock, that's what Colleen is now. Here in GMW. It's funny how she's not like that in LCW. Too bad she can't recreate her LCW momentum here in GMW, but anyway. Amanda Drake. Like I say, she is not a happy bunny. Let me tell you. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, here on GMW, the final episode of 2020. It will be Loco Joe confronting Hulk Hogan. The main event, of course, Big Amish, OJJ versus Orange Cassidy and John Moxley. Tag Team Battle Royal. The winner gets a tag team title shot. More on that later. Also, first half main event, it will be Drex teaming with, Trevin Van, his brother, and they will go up against Adrian Webb and Jason Blade. And that's the tag team main event for the first half as well. And also Goldberg will be here tonight on GMW as well. Right, four-way dance. Or fatal four-way. Either way, it's a four-way. Winner, last woman standing, winner, whatever, gets a title shot at Lady J next week. Like I say, I'm disappointed I couldn't put Colleen in it. Because if Colleen had won on Tuesday, there wouldn't have been a match today. There wouldn't have been a match today. If Colleen won on Tuesday, it would have been I would have made Colleen Masters versus Lady J at the pay-per-view. But Colleen's stupidity cost her a women's title shot. So there you go. Right. Since there's 6 views here tonight, I need your help on something, guys. I need your help on something. I'm a little bit in two minds. We've already got a dream match set on Thursday, a week today, at night 2 of Living for the Glory. Because it's going to be... Night 2, Living for Glory, will have big thank you to everybody who's hosted so far, as well, the auto hosts as well, appreciate it. Right, because on Living for the Glory, Night 2, it will be, OJJ one-on-one with Orange Cassidy in a no-holds-barred match. Excuse me. It'll be OJJ one-on-one with Orange Cassidy. Where are we? Boom. Where are we? Start Newton. No, I don't want that. Manager Port. There we go. Right. There we go. So what I'm needing to do, new poll, please, is I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put Loco versus Hogan. So, actually, let me rephrase that. Simple. Night 1. Night 2. Because I am in two minds about this one, ladies and gents. I have not a clue what to do. It's going to be up for 10 minutes. And the poll is underway. So, what night should Loco and Hogan, the dream match, Loco versus Hogan, what night should that be on? Should it be on night 1 or night 2? I'm going to let you decide. Get voting, Big Amish. If you think night 1, get the voting. I am actually, to be fair though, Big Amish, I am leaning towards night 1. I am leaning towards night 1. So if it is night 1, it will be a double main event. It will be me, Azrael, Loco, Hogan. Should it be on night 1? But I am definitely leaning towards night 1. No worries. No worries. It's already just came up. It's already just, I've already just done it. I've already just started it. Not a problem. I believe... Hey, Booty! What's up, man? I'm leaning towards night 1, like I said. But I think... But a part of me is saying... shut it on night 2. As well, because it is kind of a night 2, you know, kind of a big match feel. But, like I said, I'll let you guys decide that since I put the poll up. But I'm leaning towards night 1, I'm not going to lie. Hope you're well, Booty. The only man on Twitch not streaming Cyberpunk. I don't get the game, to be fair. I've seen it. But I don't know if I'm down with the game, to be fair. I just don't get what all the fuss is about. To be honest. Oh, for God's sake, Mercedes. I might just fight Mercedes for doing that, mate. You know, she better win this match then if she wants that. Because I'll tell you this right now, I might just fight Mercedes for doing that. One time she did that this season against Lady Jane. She got stunned. I mean, one of the funniest moments in GMW this season. 1, 2. Oh, Bianca Fish versus Mercedes. This is interesting. At least Amanda Drake's out. But, yeah. One of the funniest moments this season in GMW. Hang on. 1 was when Goldberg did what Mercedes did, and he turned around and got a steel chair for it. Boing. I don't know who did it, but somebody laced him with a steel chair. And Mercedes goes to Living for the Glory. To be fair, Mercedes winning, it's kind of fitting, to be fair. Kind of fit. Yes, but that was one of the funniest moments in GMW's history, ladies and gentlemen. Goldberg doing that thing, turns around, takes a chair right in his face. And I was like, I love you, Bill, but you deserve that. One of the shocking moments of GMW this season, and probably the worst moments, was when the NWO got screwed. Remember that? Was it unfinished business? You know, the count out, Matt, the count out. I mean, it wasn't even a count out. It was a double count out, but apparently, you know, it was a double count out, but apparently it wasn't a double count out. Jesus Christ. She's about to lose again. But like I say, it's fitting that Mercedes wins. So next week it'll be Mercedes and Lady J one more time. And it will not be a regular match, that I can assure you. It will not be a regular match next week, that I can assure you. Right, Liv Killer. Let's see what this lady has to say. Apparently she's told me she wants to be a part of Living for the Glory. So, well, we'll see. Hey, she slayed the beast twice. She slayed the beast 3 times. Mercedes had 3 attempts to win the women's title and failed. That's why I put that stipulation. If Lady J wins, and as long as Lady J was champion, she couldn't get a title shot. Amanda Drake broke that agreement when she won the women's title, because that brought Mercedes back into the picture. So this is her 4th attempt, and she'll probably lose. Like I say, she dropped the ball 3 times. What makes you think she's going to win? But like you say, I wouldn't be surprised if she wins. Like I said, the season premiere is probably going to be a Night of Champions anyway. And yes, the season premiere of GMW, the new season, will be on January 5th. Yep. Well, it took Amish 3 goes to get the TV belt, so you had the chance in the triple threat match, failed. Wrestled Liv Killer at the pay-per-view, failed. At the opportunity on Tuesday, Dynamite wins. Alessandro. I hope I said that right. Or Sandro. Wow. Boba. Well, it's WWE game, my friend, but it's GMW. It's a GMW, ladies and gentlemen. Gamesmatter Wrestling. The number 1 E-Fed in the business. And if I to tell me otherwise, sorry, Loco. I know Loco with LCW as well. But this is the hardest promotion around. And I defy anyone to tell me otherwise. With all the brains. I am the brains. I am the wrestler. I am the promoter. I am the owner. I'm whatever the hell you want to call me. I don't speak Italian. Or spick Italian, as that says. I don't know why the older mod there. No, I don't. I don't speak Italian. Or spick Italian, as that says. I allow that. I'll let the peeps see that. I don't speak Italian, or speak Italian is what that means. I'm guessing that's what it meant to be said. Whoa! Liv Killer has called out the former women's champion. Looks like looks like Colleen's going to get her Living for the Glory match after all. Seems that Liv Killer is looking to step up and take advantage of Colleen's downfall. Don't forget, guys, join the Facebook page as well. Facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia. Because on Facebook, excuse me, because on Facebook, you might get your own GMW show. Because GMW is well received over on Facebook, from what I've seen. People love GMW. And Facebook, for once, has good taste. Facebook, for once, has great taste. Ooh, night one. Night one it is. So, night one. There will be now a double main event. Thank you to everybody who contributed there, especially Dread and Queen. Night one, it will be Hulk Hogan one-on-one with Loco Joe. So, basically now, night one has gone from one main event to a double main event. That's right. And basically there's going to be a double main event on Thursday as well. But on night one, there's going to be a double main event there. It's going to be me and Azriel in a title versus career match. Me and Azriel in a title versus career match. Excuse me. And now it's going to be Loco Joe one-on-one with Hulk Hogan as well. So the dream match that I actually wanted for Loco, that I wanted to do for Loco, and the match that I wanted, we win. Fourth time's a charm. When you realize what somebody said. Yeah. And she just slaps him. Well, next week it will be Liv Killer. I'm booking it now. Liv Killer, one-on-one on night one. It'll be Liv Killer one-on-one with Colleen Masters. So Colleen gets a wish next week. She's going to be on Living for the Glory after all. Too bad it's not for the world title. So, yep, too bad it's not for the World Championship. Right. So, Loco Joe versus Hulk Hogan. As well. So that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly 7 matches that are going to be made for next week's Night 1 show. I'll run through them. Yes, Liv Killer will go one-on-one with Colleen Masters next week, Night 1. If I can find my pad. Night 1, it'll be Colleen one-on-one with Liv Killer. Colleen Masters one-on-one with Liv Killer next week. The other matches are yours truly versus Azriel, title match versus Korea. Triple threat match for the number 1 contendership to the television title. And we'll get a championship match January 5th. It'll be Ray Wolf, Cam Martin, and Killer. It will also be Loco Joe one-on-one with Hulk Hogan. Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. And Billy Paragon one-on-one with Evil Eyes as well. So that pretty much now, that's 6 matches made for Night 1. So Night 1 is going to be stacked. Or looks to be stacked. I'm kind of going for 8 matches on Night 1. 8 matches on Night 1, 8 matches on Night 2. You know, balance it out a little bit. Not do too much. You know, have 8 matches on Night 1, 8 matches on Night 2. Kind of deal. That's what I'm aiming for. As well. Speaking of Living for the Glory, I forgot to mention, and I'll mention it while I'm here. Tomorrow, right here on this very Twitch, Now, you see, next week, Living for the Glory is on night 1 and night 2. Night 1's on the 15th, night 2's on the 17th. A little problem there, because I'm not going to be able to do my creative side, if you will. Yep. And I appreciate that, because that's what I'm aiming for, Hunter. That's what I'm aiming for. It's WrestleMania. It is my WrestleMania show. Next week, the Living for the Glory card. It is my WrestleMania show. So Living for the Glory night 1, Living for the Glory night 2. Living for the Glory is my WrestleMania, New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom, rolled into one. So I'm glad you... So thank you for that theory there. So yes. Normally next Tuesday, normally on pay-per-view week in GMW, I usually do the creative side, and I create the arena and all that stuff, right? I create the arena for the show. I can't do that next week because night 1, Living for the Glory, night 2 on Tuesday and Thursday. So what I've decided to do is do it tomorrow instead. That's right. Tomorrow, a very special WWE 2K20 stream right here. On here. I already did one on Tuesday. I created the Dynamite one on Facebook on Tuesday. Which has nearly got 1,000 followers right now, even though I created it on Tuesday to try and get my level up stuff sorted out. And it literally ended with 628 views, now it's heading towards 1K, which is... And you wonder why I want to stream on Facebook next year, as well as being on here. So tomorrow, I'm going to do Living for the Glory. I'm going to create the Living for the Glory arena tomorrow on Friday. So normally, what I normally do on would do on a Tuesday, on pay-per-view week, because next week is pay-per-view week, it's the season finale. What I normally would do on Tuesdays, I'm going to do tomorrow instead. So tomorrow will be the creation of my arena for Living for the Glory, so tune in for that. So I won't be doing art tomorrow, I won't be doing all this other stuff. It will be the creation of the Living for the Glory. I will be preparing for the season finale, which takes place starts next Tuesday. So there you go. Right, since I'm here, while I'm waiting for this match, I'm going to pop up another notepad thing. And if it'll allow me, please allow me, thank you. I just love it when computers are slower, let me tell you. And by the way, Hunter, hello to you as well. Welcome aboard. Right, Living for the Glory. For the Glory Night 2. At the moment right now, it is OJJ versus Orange Cassidy in a no-holds-barred match. No holds barred. That means no disqualifications, no countouts, blah, blah, blah. The World Championship will be up for grabs. World Championship will be up for grabs, as we all know, because it's the ultimate main event versus the Big Amish, the new television champion. And I'm going to add this one as well. I'm going to add the women's title to night 2. Yes, the women's title will now be on night 2. So Lady J versus Mercedes. So Mercedes, Lady J for the women's championship. That will be next Tuesday. So that's 3 matches made for next Tuesday as we know it. I think I've made some more, but I just forgot about them. So I'll have to look it up over there. Like I say, it's going to be 8 matches on one night, 8 matches on the other night. So basically, in total, 8 and 8 is 16. So there's going to be 16 matches. And if this Living for the Glory Night 2 is a success in Season 4, when it returns in January 5th, after my Christmas break, excuse me, when it returns January 5th, after my Christmas break, I might do a 2-night spectacular, say on Feel the Heat. So if it works here, I might do it a little bit more often as well. 2-night spectacular.
And their opponents first, from New York, weighing in at 251 pounds.
Number 1 contender for the Hardcore Championship. I appreciate that, Hunter. I appreciate it. Yes, eat your heart out, Vince McMahon. Yes, I don't want to go too over the top. I know there's a lot of room than there was on 2019, or 2K19 WWE. There's a lot of room on 2K20 as well to make the matches that you want and make a bigger pay-per-view than normal. But I don't want to do that. Like I said, 8 matches on Tuesday. There'll be 8 matches on Thursday as well. It is a WrestleMania balanced show. So basically, like I say, 8 and 8 is 16. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is very true, Malcolm. Even Triple H can book a better show than Vince, and that's saying something. And we're now waiting for his tag team partner.
And his partner from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Outlaw, Jason Blade.
I guess now that the Outlaws are splitting up, I'm guessing Jason Blade now is the only Outlaw that matters, if you know what I mean. But yes, Drex, the former tag team partner, in the ring as well. But Drex has done his own thing. He's paid his dues. Like I said earlier on, he's now walking around with the Hardcore Championship. And we're looking at Jason Blade as well, who was a former Hardcore Champion in his own right, after beating me at the Dirty Deeds pay-per-view, I believe. But he lost it yesterday. He lost it on Tuesday, excuse me, on Dynamite. Pay-per-views in 2K. Yeah, I agree with that, Hunter. That's what I'm saying. As well. Yes, you can have 14 matches on there as well. But like I say, I don't want to go too. I don't want to go too high on the booking. But you're correct. You know, I could have 14 matches there, but like I say, since this is going to be like a 2-night deal, 8 matches on one card, 8 matches on the other night. So, you know, it's that balance. I want to get people in that never really hardly get the opportunity and wanted to showcase it. And it's about who deserves to be on the card as well, because there's a few people that don't deserve to be on the card, and quite frankly, that are on the card, because there's people out there that want to wrestle. Example, Liv Killer now goes one-on-one with Colleen Masters next week as well. So, and if Mass Terror and Colby Jordan do the thing later on and beat up Azrael for me, they might get something big next week. They might get an opportunity on Living for the Glory next week if they beat up Azrael, their former cohort in the Anarchists. Beautiful downward spiral. What you're seeing here with Adrian Webb and Drex here, guys, is a preview next week, because Adrian Webb. Do you know what? I've just thought of something. I'm going to put the Hardcore Championship match on night 2. So yes, it'll be Hardcore Championship match, Hardcore title, Drex versus Adrian Webb. So that will be for the Hardcore title, and that will be next Tuesday as well. So now, for next Tuesday, we have 4 matches. Next Tuesday. 4 matches for night 2. Next Tuesday. I do too. I hate that. That was probably one of the good things about. I mean, there was a lot of bad things about WWE 2K20, but that was a lot of good things about 2K20 as well. And the 14 match pay-per-view card was one of them. Yeah. Well, AEW have got WWE's old cronies. And we've seen the plan of the game that they're bringing out. Not the finished product, but the plan. And it looks decent. So, we'll see what happens with AEW. New Japan? I don't know. But, yeah, it's covered. That's Van in the ring. 1, 2, and only 2 count. Now, I just need one more match to fill in night 1. And then I have 8 matches, pretty much. Because I've got one match on standby that I'm going to do for night 1. That's Spear. But it will determine the outcome of the Battle Royal match later on. 2! And Jason, I think he's that up. I might have Jason Blade on night 1. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's a sleeper hold. Or the Coquita Clutch, if you're Samoa Joe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new, this is GMW, Gamesmatter Wrestling. Will be streamed here each and every Tuesday and Thursday, right here on this very channel that you're watching. As well, I am the owner, creator, and founder, and promoter, and whatever else you want to call me. As well. Everybody's welcome to be a part of this. As well, there is a way to be a part of this, because this is an interactive series. At least I try to make it an interactive series when you get morons coming in and crying their eyes out. One problem in this game for me, at least, is why didn't they not have Walter in this game? Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to know when the next game comes out, when the next WWE game comes out, really. Yes, I know Battlegrounds is already out. I'm talking next WWE 2K game. Heck, it might not even be a 2K game. Or a 2K made game, if you will. Ow. I guess I could call Living for the Glory next week or tomorrow, the pre-show. Yeah, double card out, whatever. Match ended in a double count out, that's fine. Bring on next week. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so that match ended in a double count out. Which is a whatever. I'm going to go back and show you and give you a... yeah, simulation games, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the arcade games myself. Yes, I'm not denying 2K Battlegrounds is not fun. Or it doesn't look fun. But it's, you know... It doesn't look fun. But, yeah, I'm more into these type of games than Battleground games. Oh, yes, I need to find a match for Mr. Votter, because I'd like Votter to be on the card next week as well. Interesting. Right. So, Votter and Ashton Jules was meant to be kicking off the show. That was until I came out and beat up Ashton Jules. If you want to know why I did that, go back and watch the show on the VOD and the start of it, because there is a reason why I did it. It's all explained at the beginning. I'm not going to explain it again. And yes, I got into a war with Azrael, a little brawl with Azrael, which I have made this match for later on, which is the co-main event. Azrael will have to go up against his old cronies in a handicap match. Why? Because I say so. Anyway, moving back. Killer beat Cam Martin. Mercedes will go to Living for the Glory next week, which is now on a Thursday for her because she will wrestle Lady J. Night 1 we'll see Liv Killer one-on-one with Coley Masters. And yes, that match ended in a double count-out. So without further ado, and by the way, Hunter, you're going to love this. That was part 1, or the first half at least, of GMW. what do you say we move into that to the second half? Shall we? Alrighty then. Beautiful, isn't it? It is. And that will be Holy Upgrade Batman. That will be upgraded very, very soon, let me tell you. Upgraded a little bit more, but a little bit more depth, if you will. Right, Goldberg, kick off the second half. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, TriumphChairs.com, Gamesmatter 10 for 10% off. Also, esportsfurniture.com, Gamesmatter for 10% off as well. I don't know if I'll be using them after Christmas, but anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Right, Goldberg, who lost the tag match on Tuesday. The tag match with him and OJJ versus Big Daddy and Orange Cassidy. Apparently, he's not happy, which is the story of Goldberg's life. Trust me, that's why he's my enforcer. And he's looking to call out Big Daddy, from what he tells me. If you are new around here, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that follow button. I want to thank everybody who has contributed in, no matter who you are, who has contributed. I reached 800 followers today here on the channel, on the Twitch channel, which I'm very grateful for. So not only did I get over 2k followers on Facebook, I'm at 800 followers here on the channel as well. So I've got 2k. I'm 200 now away from 1k, which is kind of my goal here on the channel as well. So I appreciate all of you for getting involved or making that possible. Pretty good way to end the series as well. Hunter, thank you for the host. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the follow. Wow. Appreciate that as well. And like I say, guys, you get this Tuesdays and Thursdays, what you're seeing right now. GMW, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Next week will be my last week of streaming for 2020. I will be back on January 4th. So I will be taking a Christmas break, a 2-week Christmas break from streaming, and I'll be back January 4th ready to go as well. So, like I said, don't worry, I'm not leaving streaming or anything like that. So that follow wasn't a waste of time, Hunter. I will be back. I just need to take a break. A little 2-week break. So I will be back January 4th. What the fuck I'm doing January 4th? Not a clue. So yes, Big Daddy won the Step Up Battle Royal that I put together. And then during an exhibition match that I planned for Goldberg to let off some steam, and OJJ stepped up to the plate. And it was going to be OJJ versus Goldberg. But Big Daddy ruined it. And Big Daddy came out and said his first target was Goldberg. So these two are going to have a one-on-one confrontation next Tuesday at Living for the Glory. It will be Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. See, this is what I'm saying here. People like Big Daddy, people like, you know, like I said earlier on, Big Daddy, another example, stepped up, paid his dues, or is paying his dues, not pissing and moaning like a little whinge bag. Is that the same day as Wrestle Kingdom 2021? Let me just check that. I would imagine Wrestle Kingdom will be January 3rd. Or somewhere around about that. They usually do it that early. So I'd imagine Wrestle Kingdom will be January 3rd. No. January 5th, 2021 will be a Tuesday. So it's Tuesday, January 5th. I will return with GMW. I will be back streaming January 4th, which is a Monday. So Yeah. I would imagine Wrestle Kingdom will probably be... I'm guessing it'll be January 3rd. Because they usually do it that early. So... Unless they've decided to go a little bit later, a week later. It's up to them. But I'll be back with GMW January 5th. And I haven't got a fucking clue what the first pay-per-view is going to be. But yes, GMW will return after the Christmas break, January 5th. Also, my Red Dead Redemption playthrough, that will return January 6th as well. So that's going to take a 2-week break. So the next stream I do, which will be next week, of the Red Dead Redemption playthrough, that will be my last stream before the Christmas break as well. So and also I'll be probably in and out with Ark over the weekend as well. And yes, also I need to have a good think about some people that I talk to over here, over social media and that, and I've talked to on Xbox Party Chat and whatever. You know, I might need to think, and yes, as well, I'm not the only one who'll be having a Christmas break as well. LCW will be having a Christmas break too, and LCW will return January 4th as well. So January 4th will be the return of LCW after the Christmas and New Year break as well, because I'll be having the Christmas break, and so will Loco too. Will we be having a Christmas break from streaming altogether? I don't know, probably so, but yes, GMW will be back January 4th. There you go, Bill. Teach this guy a lesson. Like I say, it'll be these two one-on-one next week, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm very much looking forward to seeing these two one-on-one next week. I'm very much looking forward to seeing these two one-on-one next week. It's going to be a big challenge for Big Daddy as well, because Big Daddy did the he won the Step Up Battle Royal that I put him in, and he picked Goldberg as his first victim. He wants to make a name for himself, and he's chosen Goldberg to do that. So it will be Goldberg. Yeah, I to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be that. Yes. Sinister Minister, is it Sinister Minister and Jackhammer? I'll never forget that break in the ring, let me tell you. Never forget that that ring break, and let me tell you. Holy cow. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that ring break. Sinister Minister and Sinister Nightmare, sorry, and Jackhammer at the very first All the Pay Money Can Buy pay-per-view. Suplex off the rope, the ring broke. Another GMW shocking moment. And I don't think anything could top that moment, but the NWO Screwjob did. Anyway, Goldberg with the clothesline. And you know what? Even though these two are supposed to wrestle next week, I kind of want to preview now. So, keep them two in the ring. Let's have Goldberg versus Big Daddy in a backstage brawl, shall we? Which means anything goes, knockout match. Let's go. Yeah, bollocks to it. So there we go. Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. To hell with it. Both in the ring. Let's dance. Let's dance, shall we? Backstage brawl. First one to knock out the opponent wins. A little preview of next week. Do 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 when you call my name. Right, don't forget the 4-man battle royal. The winner gets a tag team title shot for his respective team. More on that later. Also, the co-main event, handicap match, Azrael against his old cronies. Yes, I agree with that, Local. I'm not gonna lie, wish they would let us custom the backstage runs. Yeah, pretty much. So, here we go, backstage brawl. Well, preview of next week, so to speak. Here we go. Anything goes. It's just a brawl. At least they do it in the ring when it's the, the GMW show and everything. At least they do it in the ring. I mean, before on 2K19, they just have you backstage at a Raw show, for Christ's sake. End of days. And yes, don't forget as well the confrontation between Hulk Hogan and Loco, because Loco plans to call out Hulk Hogan later on as well. And yes, don't forget the 4-man Battle Royal is also still to come as well. Like I said, the winner of that gets a tag team title match. And I have no idea who Tuberman's partner is going to be, or potential Tuberman partner will be, should he win that match. Ow. Tuberman, a former 2-time world champion and current King of the Ring winner. Ow. Yes, Bill. Ring boot. Like I said, this is going to be a preview next week, guys. Anything goes. These two obviously wanted to brawl, so fuck it. Wild chair swing misses from face lock. Belly to belly suplex. This is a match for Living for the Glory Night 1. Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. Oh, and a forearm smash and a running boot as well. Oh, and there's a stroke. Move made famous by Jeff Jarrett. And a hip toss. Still to come. GMW versus AEW, pretty much. With Big Amish and OJJ facing... Big Amish and OJJ facing... what's his name? Big Amish and OJJ versus Orange Cassidy and John Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion. And yes, don't forget next week, guys, it will be Big Amish challenging John Moxley for the World Heavyweight Championship a week today. You do not want to miss that, let me tell you. Can the Big Amish walk away with both the television title and the World Heavyweight Championship? That would be a history-making thing, man. Let me tell you. And there's that fucking shite again. There you go. Slam. Like I said earlier on, one time Goldberg did that, he turned around and took a chair shot in the head. Like I said, love you, Bill, but you did deserve that. And I will create the arena for Living for the Glory tomorrow on this channel. Yes, Amish 2 belts. Could be. What the fuck was that? That knocked the wind right out. I swear I saw that on Tuesday. Yes. Goldberg now with the spear. And it's a perfect fit as well, to be honest with you as well, Amish, because John Moxley and Big Amish, that's pretty much been quite the rivalry, hasn't it? They've had quite the rivalry early on in this season, so that's a jackhammer. That happens next week. pretty much think Goldberg will win the match. Boot to the midsection. Look at that. An uppercut rocks Goldberg. But like I say, Big Daddy will be looking to make a name for himself. That's the pounce. Anybody remember Monty Brown? Just saying. Oh, Marcus Brown. Oh, was it Marcus Brown? Or, no. I can't remember his WWE name. Monty Brown was his name in TNA. Can't remember his WWE name. He was in ECW. Jackhammer again. Surely this is going to knock out Big Daddy. And it does. And Goldberg gets a little receipt for what happened on Tuesday. So I guess now they're even. Going into next week's one-on-one confrontation on night 1, December 15th. It will be my enforcer, Goldberg, one-on-one with Big Daddy.
Here is your winner, Goldberg!
Yes, sir. Please do that next week, Mr. Bill. Sir William Goldberg, who in IRL has called out Roman Reigns, pretty much. If you watched the Bump show yesterday, he wants him some of Roman Reigns. So, coming up next, I don't know if it's local Hogan confrontation or the format. Oh, no. One match as well. Tor Helvossen, one-on-one with Evil Eyes. Now, Evil Eyes one-on-one. Evil Eyes next week goes one-on-one with Billy Paragon, night 1 as well. Hopefully, Mr. Vossen will be on that card as well. I'm looking for a match for Mr. Vossen as well. But yes, Evil Eyes goes one-on-one with Billy Paragon next week at Living for the Glory night 1. But tonight, because I say so, Mr. Paragon has the night off. He's preparing for Evil Eyes. And he's probably going to sit back and watch Mr. Vossen, who is a candidate for the television championship as well. He's going to go one-on-one. It's Mr. Vossen and Mr. Evil Eyes going one-on-one right now. Then coming up after this will be a 4-man battle royal to determine who gets a tag title shot as well, because the tag titles will be on the line next week, and I'm making that tag team championship match for night 1 as well. So yes, 8. So 8 matches on night 1, 8 matches on night 2 as well. Few results. I don't know why it took me off there, but anyway. So yes, like I say, a big thank you to everybody who contributed on that. And yeah, you guys want it. You guys are going to get it next week. Hogan, Loco Joe, one-on-one on night 1 as well. Logan Hogan. Wow. Loco Hogan next week. Loco Joe, Hulk Hogan next week. And here he is, Mr. Vossen.
The contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring from Valhalla, weighing in at 280 pounds.
And the Creeper is back.
Hammer.
Like I say, guys, if this works out, this night show next week, the 2-night spectacular that is Living for the Glory, if this works out next week, I may do 2 nights on a show going forward. Here he is. Evil Eyes, representing Bad TNA, representing the man who cannot seem to get off 2K19.
233 pounds. Big Evil.
man who came close to winning the World Championship in LCW, the undisputed title. He came close at one point to winning the World Tag Team titles here in GMW, and also came close to winning a World Championship as well. Didn't quite though. But now Mr. Bad TNA, who still can't, like I say, still won't get off 2K19. To be fair, Loco, I could understand because, like I said, I've seen people play 2K20. Even I've had some experience as well, and you have as well. You know, in respects of, you know, the game crashing and that. But come on, the game's crashed on me. I'm not afraid to go to 2K20. I've been doing this since 2K20 came out, even though I had to start in December because the fucking belt, the creation of the belts didn't even come out until December, which was fucking retarded. But every single year when a new WWE game comes out, I always get the game and I always transfer everything over. We move on. You know, we move away from 2K19, I came into 2K20. You know, I'm not afraid of that. You know, and also I know how to work around the mistake, if you will. Like I say, if it got cut off here and there was a World Championship match, that main event would still be a World Championship match, but it wouldn't technically be advertised. But if there was a new champion in that match, I would literally go to the thing and put the belt on the guy that won the match, just to make sure that everything's, you know, there was a title change and everything. Some great wrestling going on there from what I've just seen there. But, you know, I'm all about fairness in GMW. Like I say, you work around the mistakes, you work around all the garbage that goes in. And when Loco crashes as well, I think he started learning this as well. He normally, you know, learned to, you know, you've got to edit. I mean, that's why I'm glad I broke away from streaming through a console. Because anytime this crashes, I'm still on air. If it crashes on console, it takes you off air. But I'm glad that I broke away from that. But like I say, even if you do it, don't put the video up in parts. Put it up. Get an editing software, a simple one like Windows Movie Maker or whatever. Edit them together and then upload it. Trim the crap that you don't want, stick it in together and upload it, and it'll be like one big thing. If you want to leave a note saying that it crashed and everything and that, fine. You know, it is what it is. And heck, you can upload it, edit it, and then re-upload it again on your channel. On the Twitch channel as well. Like I said, that's what I said to you. That's what I said last time as well. You can't. Yeah. So all you got to do, trim the fat that you don't need, and then stick it together and as one big show, and then you can put it up on your Twitch channel as well. You know, they've got the fucked up version, I guess you could say, but then they've got the real time, you know, the edited version as well, which is for one show as well, which is what I did when I had that fuck up with the updates and everything on my game capture card and my Streamlabs, which it turned out to be Streamlabs as well. I still managed to get the main event off, but yeah. Evil Eyes. Looking to use Mr. Vossen to send a message to Billy Paragon, because yes, it'll be Billy Paragon and Evil Eyes next week, night 1. Which I'm very much looking forward to be honest with you, because I think that'll be a pretty good match as well. Mr. Vossen, a beautiful takedown. But I said what I said earlier on about people, you know, the booking and everything, me being the booker and that. I will not take disrespect on this channel. Or disrespect in respects of the way your character is being used here in GMW. I will not have it. Beautiful powerbomb. Vicious powerbomb. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see the ring block there, but anyway, that's a jumping knee. 1, 2, and only two. Well, maybe even a 2 count to be fair. So I don't mind 1, 2 for. I don't want even a 2 count. A spin kick there, beautiful. So yes, I will be here tomorrow with the creative side of GMW tomorrow because I'll be making the Living for the Glory shows. I might be a little bit late than planned tomorrow. I might be on, depending on how things go, I might be a little bit late tomorrow. So it's going to be either 7 o'clock. If I'm not on at 7 o'clock, it'll be 8 o'clock UK time tomorrow. Just depending how things go and how things go with LCW, because I kind of want to watch LCW tomorrow and drop in on the LCW tomorrow. So, so yeah, that's a vicious belly to back suplex there on the apron. Like I say, Mr. Vossen could be a future star. He's definitely got a future ahead of him. When you want to talk about future world champions, I predict Mr. Vossen will be a future world champion. Just like Cam Martin, well, Loco predicting Cam Martin, and I don't deny that one there as well. Like I say, he's in line to have a crack at the TV title, but he's got to win that triple threat match. That's the finishing move. 1, 2, and I generally thought that was going to be a 3 there. Boston did well to get out of that. What a kidney shot there. And that forearm. Oh, and a belly to back face buster slam. And a vicious clothesline, just a standing clothesline from hell. Pretty good match between these two, like, I'll be honest with you. Still to come, 4-man battle royal. Powerbomb him. Yep. Cover him. I think Vossen's doing Colin Masters, it seems. That might be one. Ooh, what a shot that was. Vossen now, with evil eyes, just flings him across the ring. Across the ring there. Too bad he didn't fling him out of 2K19. Wait, did I say that out loud? Okay. Shots fired at bad TNA. Come on, Mr. Vossen. Boot there. And a German suplex. That's a STO takedown. Mr. Vossen setting him up. Hell, Vossen setting him up. And the bed, boom, the slam. Well, there has been pins, right? Body slam. I think Vossen just wants to beat him up. That's all he wants to do, I suppose. Oh, go behind. Oh, a vicious quick sidewalk slam there. Right hand. Right hand. And a right hand knocks Evil Eyes for a loop there. And backbreaker. Jawbreaker. Sleeper hold. Could this be it? Nope, the rope break saves Mr. Vossen. And the cover. And Vossen kicks out. And the backbreaker again. I'm going to admit, Evil Eyes took a beating in this match. Boot to the midsection. Another boot, good cut. That's a belly-to-belly suplex. What a... bloody hell with it. Impulse. Stay in the ring, Evil Eyes. Or not. Oh, and a right hand. Shoulder tackle there. Vicious one at that. Goes for a single leg drop kick. Boss just like kicks him out the way. And a hard chop. Running DDT. Is Evil Eyes even going to make it the next week? Okay. PG's muscle hold there. Vicious ring post. Evil Eyes' stupidity gets the best of him, I suppose. All around the world, DDT. And another DDT. And a vicious clothesline. Well, both men run back in the ring finally. Or not. For God's sake. Stay in the ring, Evil Eyes. There you go. Oh, an elbow. And a power slam, and a vicious one at that, let me tell you. Hard chop. And Evil Eyes is like, fuck that. And oh, that face first on the ring. It was boot, really. Like a tag team move there he just did there. Hernandez, thank you for the follow. Sort of like a rainmaker move there. And yes, Mr. Vossen is knackered. Full Nelson Slam. Oh, what's he going for here? A big shot to the gut. There's a spear. Beautiful move. Pulls him away. Goes for the cover. Referee positioning for once. 1, 2, and no. Sleeper hold. He's just away from the ropes. And Vossen taps out and Evil Eyes gets the victory. I wonder if... I wonder if Mr. Evil Eyes can do that next week against Billy Paragon next Tuesday. So Evil Eyes gets the victory. Fair play to them, because it was actually a pretty good match. Well, fair play, it was actually a pretty good match. Where are we? Goodness sake. Right, we move on. 4-man battle royal to determine. I'll say that again. A 4-man battle royal to determine the number 1 contender for the World Tag Team title. That's right. 4-man battle royal to determine the number 1 contender for the World Tag Team Championships. Right, and whoever wins this will meet the UK Collective next week at Living for the Glory. We have Trey Mercer, who is tag team partners with Sebastian Walker. We've got Hannibal Black, who represents the Fallen Wasteland, or the Fallen Disciples, sorry. That's another shit-ass fucking group. The Fallen or the Fallen Disciples, sorry. That's another shit-ass. Yeah. Yes. Less said about the Fallen shit show, the better. But in any event, so yes, the Fallen Disciples, and yes, we've got Punishment Martinez, who represents the Los Loco Lobos, former World Tag Team Champions, be looking to get their championships back. And yes, it'll be him and Maximum Carlos next week as well. It'll be him and Maximum Carlos next week. So, and Tuberman apparently has a mystery partner lined up. So, we'll just have to wait and see who that is at the moment. Should be interesting. But Mr. Tuberman wants to be a champion again. So he's going to be a tag team champion. Wyvern pen. Excellent. Right. So, here we go. Let's see who's going to get the tag title shot.
The following contest is a 4-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 263 pounds, the Tank, T-Ray Mercer.
Anyway. So, Trey Mercer kicking off. Here comes Hannibal Black.
Representing the Fallen from the Edge of Reality, weighing in at 290 pounds.
Edge of Reality, how apropos. Yes. He's on the edge of something. Right. Hannibal Black and Punishment Martinez and Tuberman. 4-man battle royal, over the top rope rules. Last man standing gets a tag title shot, which will more than likely be on night 1. And I'm going to make a match for night 1 as well, because I kind of want to see this match. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. So, UK Collective versus the winner of this match. He wishes he was £500, by the way. Tor Hell Vossen versus Colby Jordan. So, I have made night 1. So, 2, 4, 6, 8. So, there's now 8 matches on night 1 of Living for the Glory. And these are the following matches. Char, what's up, man? Char Luke, what's up, man? These are the matches for night 1. Loco, let me know what you think. I'm going to read them out now. Night 1's card. It will be a triple threat match to determine the number 1 contender for the TV championship. Who gets first crack at the television title? Ray Wolf, Cam Martin versus Killer. So Ray Wolf versus Killer versus Cam Martin. Billy Paragon one-on-one with Evil Eyes. Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. The tag titles. UK Collective meets the winner out of this match. Coley Masters one-on-one with Liv Killer. Loco Joe in a dream match goes one-on-one with Hulk Hogan. The confrontation still to come on this show. And a match that I've just added to finish the card off for night 1. Tor Hell Vossen one-on-one with Colby Jordan. What do y'all think?
From New York, New York, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Punisher, Damian Price.
So that's that. Yes, I need to hydrate. You actually ain't kidding. So what do y'all think of the card on that? I'll run through it again. Billy Patrick and Evil Eyes. Big Daddy Goldberg. Triple threat match to see who gets first crack at the TV title. Ray Wolf versus Cam Martin versus Killer. Me versus Azrael in the title versus Korea match. UK Collective versus the winner of this match. Loco Joe versus Hulk Hogan. And Tor Hell Vossen versus Colby Jordan. And that there is a guy who is known in WWE as Damian Price. On here, he is known as Punishment Martinez. Because that's what he used to be called before WWE. When he was in Ring of Honor. He used to be called Punishment Martinez. And we kind of go with that name. Because Damian Price, WWE can have that name. I like Punishment Martinez better. Anyway. And it seems he's going to be him and Killian Cross very soon. 4-way battle royal over the top rope. 4-way battle royal over the top rope. Whoever wins gets a tag title shot. And to be fair, I'm kind of rooting for Tube. But the thing is, though, I don't know who Tube Man's tag team partner is going to be. So, and Mercer, Trey Mercer's got Sebastian Walker. Martinez has got Maximum Carlos. And Hannibal Black's got any member of the Fallen Disciples. Pretty much. It could be Maverick Fox, it could be Logan Storm, quite frankly. Yes, we crowned 4 new champions on Tuesday as well. Oh, he almost clotheslined him there. Thanks for the follow on Facebook. Oh my god, that is a pop-up last ride, I suppose. Holy cow. And speaking of power bombs, Hannibal Black's about to take a power bomb. Right there. Sit out power bomb. Like I say, 4-way dance. It's a 4-way battle royal, over the top rope rules. Tuberman punch. Knock his teeth out, Tuberman. Maybe a stunner. Oh, yeah. Or not. Big card about former television champion. And a pop-up Superman punch over that. There's that slam. That sidewalk slam. That, or Uranagi slam that Punishment Martinez likes to do. And there goes Tuberman, so I won't have to worry about Tuberman in respects of tag team partners. Ooh, a roundhouse kick. Oh, the bloody hell, since when did he do a frog splash? Beautiful move from Trey Mercer, on Trey Mercer there. When did Martinez do a frog splash? That's a first. Dandiest frog splash I've ever seen. Here's Mercer going to get rid of Martinez, and he is. So the Lobos will unfortunately not be getting their rematch at WrestleMania. At the WrestleMania show. But I do have something in mind for the Lobo members. And there goes Trey Mercer. So it's going to be the Fallen Disciples versus the Wolfpack Mafia members UK Collective. So the Fallen Disciples will wrestle the UK Collective for the World Tag Team Championships next week, which will be on the Tuesday. So Fallen Disciples. So next week's card, Living for the Glory Night 1, is set. It will be Tor Helvossen 1-on-1 with Kobe Jordan, Colleen Masters 1-on-1 with Liv Killer, Loco Joe versus Hulk Hogan, UK Collective versus Fallen Disciples for the tag team titles, triple threat match to determine who gets the first shot at the TV championship, Ray Wolf versus Cam Martin versus Killer, Billy Paragon 1-on-1 with Evil Eyes, Big Daddy 1-on-1 with Goldberg, and yes, title match versus Korea, me versus Azrael. And I might have and I've actually got something in mind for that match, after what I've seen today at least. So, there you go. The Fallen Disciples get their tag team title shot next week. It could be Mavericks versus Hannibal Black. It could even be Logan Storm and Maverick, for all we know. Like I say, I don't know how the Disciples work. So now it's time for Loco to confront Hulk Hogan. That's right. Loco Joe 1-on-1 with Hulk Hogan on night 1 next week. Oh boy. Do you know what I'm going to book next week? Do you know what? Since Martinez will not be challenging for the World Tag Team titles next week at Living for the Glory, I'm going to book this match next week. And you know what? It is a hardcore rules match to settle this feud once and for all. And I'm going to book it next week for night 2. And I'm going to book it now. Hardcore rules match. It will be Punishment Martinez of the Los Loco Lobos versus Horse. That's for night 2. Hardcore rules, Punishment Martinez, 1-on-1 with Horse. And that's going to be for night 2. So there you go. And that's going to be for night 2. Horse, Punishment Martinez versus Horse in pretty much an Extreme Rules match. Here he comes. Hulkamania in GMW. Who'd have thought it? Yeah. Hulkamania in GMW. Who'd have thought it, huh? That's right. Hulk Hogan himself. Well, apparently it's took exception to Loco using the hulking up. He thinks it's gimmick infringement. Okay. And the leader of the Los Loco Lobos and the man behind LCW is going one-on-one with the Icon. Beautiful. Also, I want to give a shout out to Big Amish as well, the new World Television Champion, for dropping that sub earlier on today. Appreciate that. Twitch Prime sub. And like I say, guys, if you have a Twitch Prime and you have a spare one and you got no use for it, feel free to drop it on me. You're more than welcome to do so. And I would appreciate it very much. Like I say, you don't just have to pay for the subs. You can drop the sub. You can drop your Twitch Prime on here as well, which I very much appreciate. As well. Or whatever they call them, Twitch Prime nowadays. Which is ridiculous, quite frankly, but anyway. Are we going to see a fight between these two? Didn't see one on Tuesday, but Loco wanted to confront him tonight. It will be Loco next week. What side of Loco are we going to see next week? Who knows? But it's going to be Loco Joe next week versus Hulk Hogan. It's already been booked, Hulk. You're not going to get it tonight. The fans ain't getting it tonight. They're getting it next week at Living for the Glory. But it seems that Loco... Oh! Loco just headbutted the Icon. So now we're going to brawl, finally, between these two. And these two will meet one-on-one next week. Oh, and a knee. Loco caught him off guard there. I have no idea what happened there. It will be Loco. Ah! The leader of the Lobos against the former leader of the NWO. It'll be Hulkamania versus the Los Loco Lobos next week. Oh. Ah. And, oh, in a clothesline. Loco pops up in a clothesline. Get in there, referee. These two are meeting at WrestleMania. Are living for the glory next week, one-on-one. It will be Loco Joe against Hulk Hogan. Who'd have thought that, eh? So here we go. Yes, the old school moves are deadly, no doubt. So here's the deal. Handicap match made earlier tonight. Azrael's little warm-up match for me next week. It will be Azrael against two of his old cronies in a handicap match. And I hope Mass Terror and Colby Jordan beat the piss out of him. Well, Colby Jordan's already going to be wrestling next week. It's going to be Colby Jordan one-on-one with Tor Helvossen next week. So that's that sorted out. So it's going to be Tor Helvossen next week against Colby Jordan. So, and I got something in mind for Mass Terror as well for next week. And a match just made tonight for the. A match just made tonight for night 2 of Living for the Glory. A Extreme Rules match involving Punishment Martinez and Hoss. So since Punishment ain't going to be wrestling for the tag belts next week, he's going to have to deal with an old foe then. That'll be Hoss.
The following contest is a handicap match. Making his way to the ring from your darkest fears. Weighing in at 260 pounds. Azrael.
Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing right now with Azrael will be the last time you ever see Azrael on GMW. I am ending him from... so help me God, I'm going to fire his ass one way or another. How bad do I want this guy out of my life? He's already out my LCW life. I think about time I got him out my GMW career as well. Here he is, Colby Jordan, who meets Tor Helvossen next week at Living for the Glory. You know. And here comes Colby's tag team partner, Mass Terror. And I hope Mass Terror chokeslams him through the fucking ring. And I'm talking Azrael on that. What a fucking... Oh. As we are. Wish he could use that fucking mallet he's got as well. Use that goddamn mallet on his head. Like something out of Wackadear. Mass terror.
And their opponent from your darkest fears. Weighing in
Was every member of the Anarchist from your darkest fears? Seriously? Anyway. By the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Mass Terror. Is Mass Terror a former LCW television champion? Or Chaos television champion? Or is he still the champion? I know, because he was feuding with Tuba Man. I might have that match next week, depending on the outcome of this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it next week. He's still the champ. Okay. And he's still feuding with Tuba Man, right? Belly-to-belly suplex there by Azrael on Colby Jordan. Okay. I'll tell you what then. Let's have this match next week. Night 2. Mass Terror versus Tuba Man. An LCW rivalry in GMW. So that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are now 6 matches that have been made for night 2. Beautiful slam. Yeah. Prime Gaming, as it's now known, the Twitch Prime. It'll always be Twitch Prime to me. And a suplex. So, double teams galore for Mr. Asri. Oh, that was a good double team. See that double team move there? That was a nice double team. Belly to back. And gets him into the powerbomb position from that. I've never seen that before. It was a sweet double team move there from Mass Terror and Colby Jordan. And yes, Azrael has had his ass kicked in this match, which is fucking hilarious to me. fucking hilarious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my, slam. I love that slam move. Get it up in the spine buster position and then spin them around with the slam. Love it. Oh, there's that fucking slam. I think that's the last time I see that slam on GMW. Let me tell you, 1, 2, and thank fuck for that. Mass Terror kicked down. Although I'd have been pissed if even lost that. Yes, choke slamming. Nice face buster move. There it is, the claw hold. Or mandible claw, whatever it is. That's the best thing of this whole show tonight. Yeah? Take that, you fucking prick. Look at that. What a double team move. A very nice double team move. Yes. As we all got his ass kicked. As we all got his ass kicked. Da, 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 da. Hopefully that's his last match on GMW. Or GMW TV anyway. Beautiful. So Colby Jordan next week goes one-on-one with Torhel Vossen, and just announced as well for night 2, Mass Terror one-on-one with Tuberman, a little LCW rivalry. Yes. Agree with that. Right. That was your co-main event. It is now time for the tag team main event, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the world champion and Orange Cassidy to face Orange Juice Jones. Yes, GG indeed. And I hope to finish off Azrael next week once and for all. So it's now time for a match that has been dubbed GMW versus AEW. Pretty much. John Moxley teams with Orange Cassidy to face OJJ and the Big Amish. Big Amish being the newly crowned television champion. This is your tag team main event because this is a night 2 preview is what you're seeing, because next week it'll be Big Amish challenging John Moxley for the world title, and in a no-holds-barred confrontation it will be Orange Cassidy versus Orange Juice Jones. Orange Cassidy, who could even beat MJF yesterday. Here we go. Tag team main event. GMW tag team main event on the last GMW of 2020. The last GMW show of 2020. Orange Cassidy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from wherever he wants, weighing in at 162 pounds, Owen Cassidy.
Okay. Damn creepers. Right. Like I say, Orange Cassidy meets Orange Juice Jones next week, one-on-one in a no-holds-barred match. And also, his tag team partner defends the world title against the Big Amish. I was going to have an undisputed title match next week involving these two, since now Big Amish is now television champion. But I thought, no. I'm going to give Big Amish a chance to leave this season with 2 belts. The 2 biggest prize in this company. There it is, the World Championship. GMW World title. That will be defended next week. John Moxley defends that World Championship belt that you see round his waist next week against the now television champion, the now World Television Champion, here we go. John Moxley and Orange Cassidy in the ring. AEW. And these 2 guys are going to be representing GMW, it seems. Orange Cassidy meets this man, Wolfpack Mafia member Orange Juice Jones.
Weighing in at 288 pounds, the bad guy, OJJ.
This is your main event of this action-packed episode of GMW today. Apparently somebody fancies OJJ in the audience. Now we're talking. Damn creepers. Now you might want to watch them creepers, OJJ. Anyway. And here comes the television champion. 2-time VMR World Champion. VMR United States Champion. Current LCW Undisputed Champion. Or Chaos World Champion. And the now newly crowned GMW World Television Champion. The MVP of this season, I believe.
From Indiana,
The one and only Big Amish.
102 pounds, one half of the Superstar.
There it is, that television title. So next week, 1 week tonight, it will be the World Television Champion versus the World Heavyweight Champion. That's right. Either way, Big Amish is leaving Season 3 with a world title around his waist. But will he leave with 2 belts? Find out next week. Then we're going to get a preview of Orange Cassidy and Orange Juice Jones because them two are starting off this tag match. Right. Don't expect this wrestling that you're seeing right now next week because it's going to be a no-holds-barred brawl between these two next week. Don't expect this to be a wrestling match next week between these two. Orange Juice Jones versus Orange Cassidy. You're seeing the wrestling now. Great wrestling too, by the way. But don't expect this next week. Don't forget, guys, the World Heavyweight Championship match between Moxley and Amish will be on night 2. And speaking of the devil, Big Amish is in now. And Amish takes a super kick from Orange Cassidy, and now he tags in the Heavyweight Champion. We're going to get a preview next week. TV Champion versus World Heavyweight Champion for the World Heavyweight Championship. This. Oh, with a shut down, a right hand, and a right hand, and even more right hands. Will the Big Amish pile on the misery for Jon Moxley? Because this month he could have an opportunity to lose 2 titles or 2 major championships. He's already lost the AEW World title. Next week, he could very well lose the World Championship, the GMW World Championship. Even though he was screwed at the AEW World title. AEW versus Impact Wrestling coming soon. Roundhouse kicks. And what a shot that was. I'm going to get Big Amish, Moxley looking to get the early advantage in this match between, but Amish smartly rolls to the outside and tags in Orange Juice Jones. Very deep arm drag there from the World Champion, and that forearm just pissed off OJJ, and OJJ now with the World Heavyweight Champion. OJJ powerbomb. And another powerbomb. And one more. Oh yes, 3 powerbombs. Oh, OJJ looking to make an example out of Moxley at the expense of Mr. Cassidy on the outside. Moxley now with OJJ, slowing down OJJ. Oh, a hard chop by OJJ in the right hand. And there's the clothesline from hell, but great counter from Moxley. That's why Moxley's the GMW World Heavyweight Champion. That's an air raid siren slam even. And now here comes Orange Cassidy. And Cassidy, OJJ gets right back up and suplexes Cassidy. 1. Only a 1 count though. And Cassidy with the head scissors, beautifully done. Or Hurricane, in fact, whatever. On the apron, we're going to get a suplex back in. No, we're not. We're going to get a tempted forearm. And Cassidy with a roundhouse kick knocks OJJ right off the apron. There is a 10 count. Now as Cassidy wants to taunt the crowd. Sick. In this epic main event, GMW versus AEW, pretty much. And a whippersnapper from out of nowhere. Cover. Moxley didn't come in there to save Orange Cassidy, but I believe he kind of knew that Cassidy was going to kick out, I suppose. becomes the television champion. I think that whippersnapper might have rattled Cassidy's cage a little bit. Going for a snap there with Big Amish, but about to get a DDT, and then he turns it into a super backdrop even. Double team coming up, I suppose. Oh yeah. Double team on Orange Cassidy. And big back body drop. Double back body drop, in fact, on Mr. Cassidy. And OJJ looking to stretch Mr. Cassidy. And boy, I mean stretching. And I'll be damned if that doesn't break your arm. Boot to the midsection, no. Spin around judo throw from Orange Cassidy. Here comes the heavyweight champion of the world. The GMW TV champion and Mayhem TV champion. Oh yes, OJJ, yes. I forgot OJJ was LCW TV champion as well, a world television champion. Boot to the midsection. It's a suplex slam or something. I can't remember the name of that move. I should really know the name of that move, but I don't. And paradigm shift. He hits out on Amish next week. He will retain his TV championship. Big Amish comes in and breaks that up. And there's the uppercuts. Need more uppercuts. And Amish is in the corner laughing his ass off. Because he may very well wrestle the world champion next week without a head. Beautiful drop kick from OJJ. Cover. Not very cohesive, are they, Orange Cassidy and John Moxley? And here comes the TV champ. Yes, the TV champion and the LCW World Television Champion as well. I say the LCW World Television Champion because the main prizes in LCW are on the A show, which is the Mayhem show. No offense to the Big Amish, who's the LCW World Champion or the LCW Undisputed Champion, now called the Chaos World Championship on Chaos, which is tomorrow, by the way. Twitch.tv/LocoXJoe for that. Right, Orange Cassidy up on top. Oh, and a DDT on the television champion. OJJ in now. I wouldn't have minded if he knocked the referee out there, but anyway. Oh, the Orange Cassidy now wants to come back into this matchup, and there's the elbow there. Orange Cassidy, Irish whip, reversal. Go through and roundhouse kick. And a slam. Want a shot there. Shot. Great corner. Right hand rocks Cassidy there with that right hand. Sidewalk slam by the now World Television Champion. I don't think he gives a crap about Orange Cassidy. He wants the World Champion in there. Vicious clothesline by the World Champion. Forearm smash. Another forearm smash. What's the big man? And the clothesline sends the World Heavyweight Champion on the outside. Yes. Apparently, Orange Cassidy insisted on wearing them glasses. But anyway, it's a guillotine. OJJ in there. Breaks that up. Who's going to get an advantage going into next week's pay-per-view? The two-night spectacular next week. Tuesday the 15th of December and Thursday the 17th of December. Living for the glory. WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, all rolled into one, ladies and gentlemen. It is the GMW WrestleMania show. Apparently Orange Cassidy didn't want to be tagged in there. Moxley doesn't care, he'll beat both of them up. There's a reason why he's the heavyweight champion of the world. But apparently Orange Cassidy didn't want to come back in. Maybe he's doing the receipt for what Moxley did, because apparently Moxley did the same thing. Snake Eyes. Oh yeah. And he's bust open the world champion with that one. Something Amish should be looking to do next week, and that's the choke slam. Beautiful jawbreaker. And a clothesline. Sends his challenger for the World Championship out on the concrete floor. Irish whip. The plunger on the big man. On the World Television Champion. I don't know what he was going for there, but he took an elbow in the face. And oh, there you go. Spin around clothesline to the back. Yep. There you go. Amish. Elbows. Beautiful. Counter there from the big man. Counters for counters. Yep. Ooh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Reversal there from the World Television Champion. That short jab didn't affect it. Neither did that forearm. That forearm affected Big Amish, though. The first two did not affect the Big Amish. Great main event. Big Amish using that power, which won him the television title. Oh, no. Forearm smash. Here comes OJJ. Double team. Oh, sort of like a forearm. Great counter though by Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion. Quick counter, in fact. I think he did that on the adrenaline, I'll be honest with you, but anyway. There's the William Regal neck breaker. Amish is Amish. Moxley's pretty much on his own because apparently Cassidy didn't want to be tagged in. And a slam. And, oh, shoulder tackle, short arm shoulder tackle. Cover, 1, 2, and even though Cassidy came in, but OJJ gets a 2 count. Irish whip into the corner. The most OP move in 2K19, but I bet Amish and OJJ will enjoy this. The mud hole stompings, just beating the piss out of that. Let's thank you for the follow there. But that, what a shot. Now, oh, the spin clothesline move there. Right. Great main event on a great episode of GMW. The final episode of 2K19. Of 2K20 rather. Oh, and now Cassidy comes in. And unfortunately, Big Amish has to tap out. So, advantage Cassidy and Moxley. Will Moxley be able to do that to Big Amish next week? Great main event. But where it all counts To be fair, Orange Cassidy did arm drag you though, OJJ. Turns into Corey. Yeah.
Here are your winners.
Philip, thank you for the follow. So yeah. He's my... That's interesting. Anyway. Yes. Yes, that's okay though. There's next week where it matters most. And that's next week. And like I say, Big Amish had his massive win on Tuesday anyway, so that's probably made his week. Because he is now a TV champion. Cool, baby. Right. Let's go through what happened on this action-packed episode and the final episode of 2020 for GMW. Next week, it's Living for the Glory. Right, Ashton, Jules and Vota did not get off, even though it was meant to be booked. But I came out and stuck a kendo stick up Ashton Jules' ass and taught him a little bit of respect. At least I hope he's learned his lesson. Then I got into a brawl with Azrael and ended up making a handicap match, which with Azrael versus Colby Jordan and Mas Terra. Killer beat Cam Martin, and next week it'll be Killer versus Cam Martin versus Ray Wolf in a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the TV championship and who gets first crack at that television title in season 4. Mercedes, one last time, will get an opportunity to face Lady J, which is kind of fitting considering the feud and everything. So it's going to be Mercedes night 2 against Lady J for the women's title. Liv Killer challenges Colleen Masters, and Colleen accepted, and they brawled as well. So it's going to be Liv Killer one-on-one with Colleen Masters on night 1. So Colleen gets a wish, even though she doesn't deserve it. Trevon Van Andrex and Adrian Webb and Jason Blade ended in a tag team, ended in a double count-out, in fact. And I think I'm going to make Trevon Van take on Jason Blade next week on night 2. And I'm going to have an already set for night 2 next week as well. There's going to be Drex one-on-one with Adrian Webb for the Hardcore Championship. Goldberg got into a confrontation with Big Daddy, which ended up in a backstage brawl fight, which just basically, I just turned them loose pretty much. A little preview of next week, because these two will go one-on-one. So both of them are even. Goldberg gets the win tonight. Big Daddy got a win on a pinfall victory over him in the tag match on Tuesday. So they're even going into next week's match. Evil Eyes beat had a war basically with Tor Helvossen and hopefully made a statement towards Billy Paragon, because it'll be Evil Eyes and Billy Paragon next week one-on-one. Hannibal Black earns a tag team championship match against the UK Collective for the Fallen Disciples. So we don't know who's going to be next week. Hogan and Loco got into a brawl before their match next week. Yes, it'll be Loco Joe one-on-one with Hulk Hogan next week. Next Tuesday. You do not want to miss that. Colby Jordan and Mas Terra beat the piss out of Azrael, and Mas Terra ended it with a mandible claw, which was fucking hilarious. And yes, you just saw it there. Advantage, Orange Cassidy and John Moxley going into the main event next week. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of this episode and the final episode of GMW for 2020. Next week is the big finale, Living for the Glory. Next Tuesday, December 15th and December 17th. Normally, next Tuesday, I do the creative side. I can't do that next Tuesday. So, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? Yeah. I'm going to be here streaming this again, and I'm going to create the Living for the Glory arena. And I might even have a Living for the Glory pre-show. A couple of matches for tomorrow. So we'll find out. Maybe some more matches added to fill the cards up for next week. So we'll see what happens. I think I pretty much got, let me just see, Living for the Glory Night 2, 2, 4, 6. There's already been 6 matches made. I need 2 more matches for Night 2. Night 1's already been sorted out. I'll run through Night 1. Night 1 we'll see Big Daddy one-on-one with Goldberg. Billy Paragon and Evil Eyes. Appreciate it, Loco. Billy Paragon and Evil Eyes. Ray Wolf, Cam Martin, and Killer in a triple threat match. Winner gets a title shot, TV title shot, in fact. Title match versus Korea. Me versus Azrael. Tag titles. UK Collective defend against the Fallen Disciples. Coley Masters one-on-one with Liv Killer. Torhell Vossen and Colby Jordan. And the other big main event for next week as well. Loco Joe one-on-one with Hulk Hogan as well. So that's pretty much sorted out. I will be back tomorrow on here creating the arena. My creative stuff that I normally do on pay-per-view week on the Tuesday will be here tomorrow. It'll be 7 o'clock UK time, guys, or it'll be after LCW. So I don't know. I'm probably going to pop into the LCW, see what happens tomorrow. But it's either 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or after LCW. But I'll be on tomorrow, so it's not going to be a long stream tomorrow. It'll be about 2 hours max. So hopefully you guys can join in for that. Let me see who's on. We're going to go through this again. Okie dokie. So yeah, that's the plan tomorrow. I will create the arena for Living for the Glory. And it's going to be a big arena tomorrow as well, since it's the big show. And it's the WrestleMania show as well. Hopefully you guys can join me for that and watch me create the arena. And I'll make some matches tomorrow as well and have a WrestleMania pre-show probably. Or Living for the Glory pre-show tomorrow as well. So all of that will be tomorrow. So normally my creative stuff that I normally would do on this channel on the Tuesdays of pay-per-view week, I'm going to be doing it tomorrow instead. That's right, I'll be doing it tomorrow instead. Holy shit, everyone's playing that Cyberpunk. Like I say, I don't understand the what I call it, to be honest with you. I don't understand the background of that game, if I'm honest with you. I don't know, I might like it if I end up getting it, but like I say, I just don't understand the logic of that game, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. Right, I am going to drop a host or a follow or a raid or whatever, or the host or a raid or whatever the hell you want to call it. I am going to drop it. Oh, go on. I'll drop it on Hash. Let's go to Hash. Mr. Hashaholic himself. Good dude. Chill dude. Currently playing Cyberpunk. So I'm going to go and set that up now as well. Set it up now. For fuck's sake. Since there's hardly nobody else on. Holic. I'm going to set that up right now. Thank you all so very, very much. And I appreciate that, Dragon Queen. Thank you all so very much for tuning in tonight in what was a great stream. I really enjoyed tonight. And what a way to end. What a way to end GMW television, that is. Because this was the final show for 2020. Next week is the big one. I will be back tomorrow with the creation of the arena. Hopefully you guys can join me for that as well. Until then, guys, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, whatever it is you're doing. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Wow. When you get tongue-tied.
Welcome in, bro. Thank you, mate. Let's do the fair.
Sounds
He's
fair.
setting up the fights.
Like I said, good instinct. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your addies, and start swinging.
Okay.
When you take home the power.